Welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and today I have NBA picks for January 28, 2026. I was tired after doing the research, but I still clocked in and locked in and went ahead and did a video for you guys. If you do appreciate the video, hit that like button. Also, try to get me to 2,000 subscribers, almost there. So go ahead and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and then subscribe to my Winnable. Once again, I will talk about how we have done there. Once again, two hammer plays hit. I know some people that are watching the free show are tired of hearing it. But man, we keep winning. I can't lie about it. I'm gonna be honest. The hammer plays hit over and over and over again. At this point, I'm hitting higher than the Taco Tuesdays picks. My hammer plays are hitting. I'll get to the proof of work of that right here in a second. But two player props, one best bet. So yesterday we went 1-1. Shea cashed us out, and then Kuzma went way over, and then we cashed our best bet once again. Honestly, I've been cashing out on my best bets. They've been really good, and I have a really, really good one for you here today. There's so many different apps that you can actually make these over under or it's spread picks. So, I mean, get in on that too. It's honestly, it doesn't pay as much as a five-man flex, but honestly, yeah, I wouldn't tell people to bet a five-man, six-man flex only anyway. Most of your picks should be two-man flexes. And this is just a little FYI information. You know, I like to give that out sometimes. Hey, if you're out there betting nothing but six-man flexes, you're not gonna win long term. I'm telling you. That's like coming down and shooting a half-court shot every single play. That's like you never take the layup, you never take the three, you don't get to the free throw line. You just shoot half-court shots every single play. You come down the court, you pull it from half, and you shoot it. That's a six-man flex. It may go in eventually, but damn, how many times do you have to lose for a hit? Same thing with five man. It's kind of the same. Now, two mans, you should be hitting those on a nightly basis if you mixing and matching like you should. So that's just some little tutorial I like to give to talk about it. I have a lot of videos on my show where I talk about how to bet, also like why I bet unders and stuff like that. So, go through my channel and check those videos out. They are very beneficial. With that being said, I know I kind of talked a little bit, but when we get to proof of work, NBA Hammer plays hitting once again. I know some of y'all ain't worried about it, but Trey Murphy, man, he tried to cash. Bro shot like 30 shots. Man, those 20 shots and it was like 1 for 11 with three. He went ahead and still cashes on the 30.5, but damn, he was trying. And then Darius Acuff, man. Darius Acuff is my guy. From now to forever, I will be playing him. He's kind of like Kingston Flemings, man. He's a cash cow. We talking about college basketball, so his over. Shout out to Darius Acuff once again. He is the man, to be honest. Now we're gonna get to my first pick. We got DeAndre Ayton of the Lakers. Yes, DeAndre Ayton. PRA season average 22. PRA projections 20. Ayton PRA is five less than his normal line. So his line's been at like 22, 23 most of the season. Now it's took a huge hit, and it makes sense because his minutes have been kind of shaky of late, averaging like 22, 23, 24, 25 minutes. So he's not getting into the 30s, in the last few games. I don't know if he's fell out of favor or there's different reasons, but his number has gotten a little too low now. No Mobley, but they do have Jared Allen, who, people think is a good defender, but he's truly not. I've actually watched him play drop coverage. He's flat-footed. He doesn't close out well. There's a lot of things you can do against Jared Allen. He is almost like a guy that's easy. He's one of the worst defenders as far as he's not as bad as Embiid, but he's pretty bad. So you got DeAndre Ayton. He should be able to have a good matchup here. Also, Cleveland, yes, they are a team that likes to get cooked, but they may actually do some type of doubling on Luca instead of just watching the show. Maybe they'll do something that'll leave Ayton open for a lot of wide open shots. Like I said, his PRA is just too little. Look for him to be a little bit more aggressive in this game. When he's aggressive, he plays well. And give me the over 17.5 PRA. His line is just dipped a little too low. Now we're going with Dyson Daniels. Celtics are a top five defense, but more importantly, they're number two versus guarding the paint. So they're very good at guarding the paint. That's where Dyson Daniels gets a lot of points. They're number one in guarding the restricted area, which is like layups and dunks. And Dyson Daniels gets a lot of points there too. Boston, as I already mentioned, a good defensive team, and they play at a very slow pace. Here's another thing. McCollum is emerging. He's taking a lot of opportunities away from Daniels and a lot of the other guards. And you got Jalen Johnson coming off, a couple games where he's not playing well. So I look for him to kind of come out and be very aggressive in this game. And regression is expected. Daniels has shot the ball really well of late, and that's not something traditionally he's going to do. With him struggling to get to the basket, but you got Boston as a great defensive team. The game should be slowed down a little bit. And his minutes, they could be capped. I don't see him getting in the high 30s. I see 35, maybe low 30s in this game. Also has a potential to be a blowout. I do not know for sure, but there's a potential for a blowout here. So give me the under 24.5 PRA for Dyson Daniels. As I said, man, get into the premium. I have the premium picks available. Already have my hammer play in there for NBA, and it's been hitting crazy over 90%. And it's dirt cheap. You're talking about premium picks for under for $25 for 6 months. And I know people that are charging $50 for a week. Let that sink in. This is the best bet. Once again, I'm telling you, put some real good money on this. The Mavs versus the Wolves. Get to the ticket booth, get to where you need to go. I like this pick here. Mavs and the Wolves. Mavs have been under, sorry, the Wolves have been under in the last three games. So you see that they haven't been hitting their over in this game very much. Also, it was way under the total last time they had, it was 120 to 96 in their last game. I do see this game also going under. Mavs has played very slow pace. The Wolves, good defensive team when they decide to play defense. Neither offenses can be juggernauts. This number is just way too high, man. I smashed this under. Give me the under 232.5 for Mavs versus the Wolves. Come on, man. Smash this under there. I don't think there's a way this goes over. Go ahead and get your hammer plays. Go and get your picks. I'm usually giving out 5 to 6 picks. It's a text message or email goes straight to your phone from Winnable. There's the link right there. I also put it in the description and comment section for you guys to click on it. Man, as I said, $25 for 6 months, and that fee will be going up pretty soon. As we get closer to the end of, I mean, to the middle of this year, because honestly, as we get into the playoffs, we get into Summer League, as we get into the NFL Super Bowl, that line might go up a little bit. Yesterday's price is not today's price. So get in for the cheap. I got it real cheap, and maybe I need to be on the same price as my peers because my peers are obviously charging triple, double, quadruple what I'm charging. And I'm telling you, these hammer plays is hitting every single day. Proof of work is in the video. If you missed it, go back and check it out. And like I always say, keep what you like, leave what you don't, and let's cash.